Hello everybody! So today we got a really special smartphone to unbox, and it is Vivo's latest smartphone called the Vivo Nex 3 5G, and this is the very first smartphone in Malaysia that has 5G support. And before I start unboxing this device, I would like to thank Vivo for sponsoring today's video. So thank you Vivo, and let's get into it. The Vivo Nex. Look at it, so stylish. This is actually one of the more interesting boxes that I've unboxed. It comes with this really stylish square box, and at the middle you can get a preview of what you can expect for the camera cutout on this smartphone, which I will talk about it later. And there is also the Nex logo, and at the back, you will get some information about this smartphone. The one we have here is called the glowing night variant. I wonder how it looks like. So let's open this. Ooh, look at this. Can you see this? Like this one strip that says Nex 3 here. Looks so fancy. You get to see the camera cutout for this smartphone, which we will check in a little bit. But first, let's open. Ta-da! Okay, first you'll see this power brick. It supports 22.5 watts. There's also earphones. And okay, so this smartphone will come with a 3.5mm headphone jack. And this is the smartphone, the Vivo Nex 3. Okay, which I'll put aside first. And then there's a case, a really sturdy case. And as usual, you get your manuals, SIM ejector tool, and also a USB-C cable. Yeah, it's a USB-C cable. Okay, so that's about it. Let's keep everything aside first and focus on the Nex 3. Ta-da! So one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this smartphone is its water drop full view display. So what's a water drop full view display, you ask? So as you can see, the display of this smartphone kind of folds towards the edges of the Nex 3, and Vivo also claims that it provides a screen to body ratio of 99.6%. So you will not see any bezels on this smartphone, but there is actually a tiny chin and a tiny forehead. The size of the screen is 6.89 inches that pushes a Full HD Plus resolution, and it comes with an OLED screen with HDR Plus supported. So that means you will get really bright and punchy colors while viewing content on this device. Since the curve on this smartphone is so extreme, you will actually notice that on the Vivo Nex 3 5G, there is no physical power or volume button. Instead, Vivo is actually adding virtual buttons called Touch Sense on the right side of the device. So these virtual buttons don't actually push in, but when you press in, you do get some haptic feedback which makes it feel like a button. And from my initial testing, it actually works pretty well. So if you want to max out your volume, so you just need to press here. So it actually works quite well. And you can even on and off your smartphone by clicking the center here. Okay, so at the top, you will notice that the power button is actually right over here. Okay, let me try this out. Yep, so it acts like a power button. But I think most of you guys will actually use here instead of the top. And there is also a cutout for the pop-up selfie camera, and also a 3.5mm headphone jack. And at the bottom, you will see there's a USB-C port, speakers, and also the SIM slot. So let's check out what's inside. Okay. So as you can see, you can only add 2 SIM cards, and there's no slot for micro SD card expansion. So that means you can only stick to the storage that you have on the Vivo Nex 3. Okay, so we have already talked about the front of this smartphone. Let's move on to its back. So at the back, you will notice that there's a really unique lunar ring camera arrangement, and there's a total of 3 cameras sitting inside this circular cutout. So here's a 1 camera, 2 camera, and 3 cameras in total. Okay, so there's a 64 megapixel f1.8 main camera, a 30 megapixel f2.2 telephoto camera, and a 13 megapixel f2.4 ultra wide angle lens. And at the front, it has a 16 megapixel pop-up selfie camera. So let's test the camera out. Okay, so let's launch the camera app. Okay, let's do selfies first. Okay, look at it. The details are actually pretty good. Look at my strands of hair. It captures really well. And my skin is flawless, you know, not in real life lah. Okay, but let's try the back camera. Captain America. Okay, let's try the ultra wide first. You can even see my camera. Dun. Okay, so this is the ultra wide. Then we move on to 1x. And let's move on to the 2x. Okay. So let's see the ultra wide first. The pictures are vibrant and the details captured are really good. But let's check out the 1x. Wow, the colors are actually pretty vibrant. It's so precise. And let's go to the 2x. I love it. Not bad, Vivo, not bad. Okay, so we've talked about the cameras, we've talked about the beautiful display. Now let's move on what's inside this smartphone. So under the hood, this device runs on Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 855 Plus processor that's mated to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. But unfortunately, you cannot actually expand further with a micro SD card, but I think 256GB of storage is actually quite sufficient. Powering the device is a huge 4500 mAh battery, and it also supports Vivo's 44-watt super flash charge technology via USB-C. Okay, so even though this is the first smartphone in Malaysia that supports 5G, do note that there are no networks in Malaysia that offers 5G yet, but we can expect it to be rolled out as early as second half of 2020. And that's it, that's my unboxing for the Vivo Nex 3 5G. So what are your thoughts on this smartphone? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also hit the notification bell icon so that you'll be informed whenever we post a new video. And remember to check out our latest video right over here, and also another video right over here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.